here. So we should meet our players for today, who we are, who we're playing, and everything that's going on really. Maple says he's from Squeege's stream. Shout out to Grant for that. Welcome. So, DM Leviathan, how are you, my friend? There we go. Find the unmute.
Yeah, I gotta find the unmute button. Doing pretty good. Today I'm going to be playing Colonel Levi A. Thinking. He's a Southern gentleman of quite etiquette upbringing, and it's basically he's a gunslinger in disguise, and he's on the train looking for his kidnapped niece. But this this gentlemanly facade that he puts towards everyone is his way of kind of keeping everybody off guard.
Got it.
I do need to point out that given the sort of weird Wild West theme, the square, the look of the reflection of all of his glasses is perfect. It looks like like those square spectacles.
Yeah. Okay, then Sydney, tell us who you're playing today.
Okay, I'm playing Marvadale, but you can just call her Granny, because I understand. Maybe I should have picked a simpler name, but...
No, Marvadale's good. It's out of affection that we call you Granny.
Oh, my babies. Anyway, she's the archetype on the character. She's actually Shotgun Granny. She's basically like a really old woman, really good with a gun, and she's a bounty hunter. But she's got a really trustworthy face because she's old. Everyone trusts old people.
Brian is kind of echoey. You can't really hear Sydney. All right, we'll move around a bit, but. Little quiet. Brian seems too loud. All right, Brian, you chill yourself down there. You can turn yourself down on.
I will turn myself down
on your end of things. And I will introduce myself for today. Thanks for the feedback, guys. In the audio, always helpful. Myself today, I'm going to be playing Margaret Wynne Thatcher, the barbarian royalist. She's a redcoat and loyal to Her Majesty, the Queen of England. And she's here in the Wild West to take names, basically, just to make sure that all these Americans in the colonies are still loyal to the Queen. Okay. So Brian, do you want to give us a recap?
Sure. So last session we had basically a lot of intros of various NPCs. The players met two wanted felons by the names of Emma Louise Shanahan and what's the other one's name? Liza May Stapleford, known as the Widow's Fang, right? So these two Southern belles are wanted, and what happened was. First thing, they walked into the group, sort of heard gunshots, walked in the middle of a sort of Mexican standoff with a guy who was flashing sort of neon green in a very peculiar way. And Colonel Thanking sort of talked everybody down from shooting each other, which was nice. But in any case, they kind of calmed that situation down. Then they met these two ladies, and then Michael's character, DM Leviathan's character, had walked toward the front of the train to take a look at what was going on up there. He's trying to scout and look for his potentially kidnapped niece. And so we left. The only other thing that was happening was Sydney's character had gone to the opposite direction of the train, back toward the car. Again, keep in mind, the whole purpose of the mission is to escort, sort of ride shotgun with a large transaction or shipment of cash in these very large steel vaults. And so the vault car, Sydney had gone back to the vault car because her character saw some strange purple light that was sort of emanating from the car. And so where we left off, she had sort of just got inside the car and saw this purple light, not really the source. And Michael's character was had made his way up to what he believes is the car where these ladies of the night, as we called them, are we have somewhere around here is his niece. And so I don't know what Margaret Thatcher is going to be doing here.
Margaret Win Thatcher. Windsor and Thatcher together. It's going to be good. The dank Wild West. Yeah, you're still coming in a little bit loud apparently, Brian, so we'll try and fix audio on the fly here. But yeah, as we begin, before we start today's show, of course, this is a kind of two-shot. We had one the week before last, and now we'd be wrapping it up today. But if you are new to Encounter Roleplay, then do hit that follow button and join us. Very important. It means you can catch all of our shows, and you can find our schedule here. We stream all the time. I've got 2 shows on today. We're doing Dungeon Master's Lessons show at 4 p.m. EST after this one, so there's plenty of D&D and other things going on, such as Open Legend, and we play an Apocalypse World game on Monday as well, so there's plenty of variety. So if you are new, hit that follow button and join us. As ever, you can retweet. At 25 retweets, you guys get to decide what happens in our game. So go ahead and hit that retweet button. If you haven't already, we're already sitting at 12 retweets. We're almost half the way there to our viewer decision where you guys get to fuck with us and Brian. So be sure to make that happen. As ever, you can donate to affect our game. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and all sorts of silly nonsense. So go ahead and do that. Punish your rivals and thank your enemies. So yeah, plenty of ways to interact with our show, but other than that, I guess we should begin today's session. So Brian, why don't you take us away here?
All right. Hopefully the audio gets fixed.
Oh, you're super quiet now.
Oh, okay, great.
You went too far, man.
How about now? Better?
That sounds good. That sounds good.
All right, good. Excellent. So we managed it. All right. So I think we'll pick up with let's see. Let's pick up with Granny with Marvadale. So that's perfect. So you're in the back this back car here. This is your character, and you had spotted that this light was sort of definitely coming from inside of the vault car here, as you've just kind of jumped across, from the lounge car to the vault car. So what do you do when you spot this? And it again, you kind of open the door. Obviously, that makes some noise, and then the light stops as soon as you sort of get inside of the vault car.
So when I get in there, there's basically like nothing that.
Well, not initially, no. But So let me. So these green blocks here, they represent vaults, and so essentially your line of sight only allows you to see like here, and you can't really see around the corner because these huge vaults are in the car and blocking your view.
Okay, so basically she's gonna kind of have her gun like this and scale the wall like a spy in an action movie type of thing. Like
that's
take
perfect.
really long strides with her back up against the wall.
Okay,
Imagine
so
there's like intense string music going. She does this.
all right, give me an agility roll for your your degree of success at prowling here.
This can only go well.
Yeah,
I have so much faith.
28.
28. Oh, Granny's on. All right, so you, so you managed to successfully sort of make your way around here, and eventually you get to a point where you spot. So back up a little bit, because once you get around that corner over here, so when you're here, you spot sort of barely around the corner this fellow, and he has like these dark goggles on, such that like you would wear if you were welding, right? Because that's actually what he is doing more or less, as he has like this gigantic like iron tank like apparatus on his back, and it's got like a hose to what looks sort of like a flamethrower, except it's like well, again, the light is actually, there is no purple light right now as he's stopped and he's sort of looking around. He hasn't spotted you yet, but it's got like this flamethrower gun end or something attached to the hose that leads its way into this backpack or whatever. So what do you do?
I'll go and like stand in his line of sight and
Okay.
like I'll be like, excuse me.
You startle him as he sort of like was looking around, and he didn't sort of notice you initially, and you sort of step into view, and he levels the thing at you. Put him up. And
Excuse me, young sir. I do not think this is an appropriate time to be doing.
Reach for the sky, woman.
Okay. So she's like,
Oh, you don't have a gun drawn? Okay, that's fine. But where's your gun? I mean, is it like across your back?
I'm like this.
Okay, alright. Alright. So, who sent you back here? Who are you?
I believe it was Dan's. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for joining us.
It was definitely him.
That's why I'm here, guys.
And she's like,
So,
no one sent me back here, so nothing other than my own curiosity. Now I think we all need to just calm down.
I'm perfectly calm, he says as he's got the thing leveled at you still.
Something about your weaponry aimed at my body just makes me believe otherwise.
Yeah, well, why don't you just go on back yonder toward the front and leave this car alone, woman.
Well, I'm not sure if I can do that now. You kind of sparked my interest, and I'm a little bit concerned for your safety and mental stability. So, I think you might need someone to stay here and watch over you.
Well, I'm in my right mind. You saying otherwise?
I don't know what it is. Something's just giving me a weird vibe.
I have no idea what it is. As like a little purple spark sort of comes out of the backpack thing that he's got strapped on.
Excuse me, can you explain to me your little purple flash that's coming from behind?
Why? That, none of your business, woman. What are you doing in here? As he sort of takes a step toward you, in a sort of threatening manner. Again, he's got this thing still pointed at you. So I guess roll me. You've been trying to convince him, so let's roll the dice and see if you can change his mind. So that would be either presence or persuasion, whichever of those is higher.
This is like watching my grandparents fight. It's kind of making me.
21.
21. Okay. All right. He doesn't fully disarm, right? But he stops pointing it at you as he sort of aims it down toward the ground. And he's still holding on to it, and he's like, "So what? All right. Well, you do remind me a bit of my grandma. I suppose I shouldn't be an older woman. So what? But again, this is I got some business to attend to here, and really, you should go back to the front where you'd be safe."
Well, what are you doing here that would make me not safe? Because I don't think it's a good idea to be doing whatever it is on a moving train car.
Well, it's perfectly all right. No problem here at all. Just a little bit of radiation. I don't want you to get. I don't want you to be too close, Granny. It's for your own good. You best get on back there to the front.
Just a tiny bit of lethal radiation.
Just a little bit, just a teaspoon.
A teaspoon of death.
The half-life's gonna be longer than you're set to live anyway.
Alright, she's like, alright, now let's not get too carried away. And she, like, shows him that she's putting her gun back up. And she's like, let's stay calm. Now I'm putting mine up. I think it's only fair
Yeah.
that you also do the same thing.
He sort of eyes you as he slowly sort of holsters the thing across his back. Said, "I don't think you understand here. It is," and he sort of has disarmed now for the time being. What I don't think you understand here is that if you, I got a deadline here. I gotta be at a certain place at a certain time, and by being here, you're messing up my schedule. So look, you go on and get out of here before I have to make this turn in a direction that I shall regret.
Well, what kind of thing are you doing? Son, you seem so stressed. And she sits down and she like pats her lap and she's like, come here, come sit down and let's talk. Talk to Grandma. Come here.
All right. You notice as he walks over toward you that there is like a large sort of scar where the metal is melted of this huge vault, and he was blocking your line of sight to it as you're standing here. And as he comes over to sort of sit next to you or whatever, you can see that part of the it's like a blowtorch would cut into metal or something. You got me.
All right.
All right. So he comes over and sort of sits down.
Come on, and she like moves him onto her lap. And she's like, all right now, son.
Oh
Tell
my
me,
God.
what's on your mind? You just seem like you're in a position that you don't want to be in, and I'm here to help you. I'm doing the Lord's work. He sent me onto this cart. I can tell that you need some guidance.
Wow. It's funny you should mention that. I thought to myself, Lord, I could really use some guidance right now. And see, Granny, I might have got myself mixed up with the wrong folks. And they wanted, see, this here locomotive car, they wanted to hijack the contents of this rather valuable safe here. And I was all set to help them. But I am feeling a mite repentant right now about the whole thing.
Oh, bless your heart, son. Bless your heart. I know what it's like to get mixed up in the wrong crowd. Back in my, whatever the Wild West equivalent of college days is, I did go a little bit crazy. Yes, I did. But later down the road, I did look back and realize that, God is the only way. And I abandoned him in college. I did. Or whatever the Wild West equivalent of college is. And I've turned it back around, and I know you can do the same.
And on that note, we'll cut the scene. As we'll go up to the front of the car.
Thank God, because I think Granny was about to make some spring break confessions, and I was getting scared.
All right. So back to Colonel Levi thanking. Where is actually? Hold on. Before we do that, where is Margaret Winthatcher? I guess she would be. Back in the main car. So let's.
I was going to say Buckingham Palace, but I guess that's not an option.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, you could be in Buckingham Palace, but that would put you out of the scene, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll make you this one. You'll be the most boring of them all. This
Thanks,
one, right?
man.
Yeah. That's you. Hold on. Let me make
You'll be the most boring of them all when you grow up. Thanks, Dad.
Where? I don't even see you in the list. Are you Vincent Bramble or something?
Yeah,
there you
yes,
are.
I am. Why am I? Oh yeah, because I played this
Yes.
game before.
Next
Someone.
page. Yeah, okay, all right.
That's why I was finishing Brimble before.
So now you can, now Margaret can control that piece. All right, so anyway,
I'll be here.
meanwhile, back in the car,
Yes.
what's happened is this woman, so she's an older woman, but her sort of, her identity is kind of obscured by a black sort of birdcage-like veil.
Right.
She has a very nice looking sort of almost like what you would expect someone to wear to a funeral or something like that. And you were in this car while this Mexican standoff took place. And what happened was Jerry Dawes up here. He was shot and started to sort of flash a green light, sort of in a way that was really, really freaky. And Liza May has gone over and he was knocked unconscious. And she's over there sort of tending to him. And other people are sort of looking on with suspicion. And we'll say that you are one of the folks who was tasked with defending this car. So again, back here where Sydney is the vault car. And you guys have been assigned the lounge car as a means of riding shotgun and protecting it.
Okay.
So you guys are supposed to make sure that this train gets to its destination at the Tuscaloosa Federal Credit Union.
We got this. So immediately that guy's been shot here, right?
Yeah, Jerry has been shot, and he was knocked unconscious.
Who shot him?
He was shot by where is that guy? Eugene here. So Eugene also had under arrest or in captivity Liza May and Emma Louise, who are these two criminals that have a bounty on their head. And he was going to take them in, and our good friend Marvadale convinced them to convince Eugene to relinquish the two ladies into her custody.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn to Eugene and say, "Excuse me, why did you shoot that man?"
He started flashing green. It was crazy, and I didn't think it was a proper thing to be doing. And so I thought before something got crazy, we should put an end to it.
Well, we should not have done that. We should have taken him to the Tower of London.
He looks at you with he gives you a very strange look out of the corner of his eye. Are you sure about that woman?
Yes, quite. I'm very sure about Pondweed, too. Welcome to the Adventure Pondweed. You are a gentleman and a scholar. Thanks for joining us. So, says, yes, quite sure. Now, come then. Is he going to live?
I believe so.
Well, good then.
Yes. In any case, you guys have got it under control.
Yes.
You told me so yourselves, or your companion, the older woman. She said so.
Oh, that bitch. Yes, I remember.
Oh no!
Granny Wars.
Dueling grannies.
Oh, that face.
Oh man!
So,
This is me. All right.
Mad at you.
so I'm gonna. Is this Michael's character here? This chap.
Where? No, Michael's all the way in the front. He's 3 cars up.
Okay.
Okay. Way over to the left.
Oh, okay. In that case, I say, where did she go?
Okay. So you gonna go looking for Granny to the back, or for Michael to the?
I imagine someone will point me in the right direction to where Granny is going. So.
Yeah. Granny's in the back. Okay. All right. So then we'll so you can move yourself back to the vault car, and then we will go ahead and take care of Michael here. So So, Michael, you, again, I forget where we left off exactly. Like, you had spotted the 5 sort of well-known hired guns who were, in this car, along with a number of ladies of the night. So that's fine. And I think we said that you did spot your niece. Is that correct? I think so.
Yes.
So, yeah, okay. All right. So, and then Emma Louise was up there with you. And let's go ahead and let's see. Let's have her. So what are you doing as you're sort of peeking in the window? You've got, you've kind of cased the joint, so to speak. So what are your next steps?
Well, seeing that the 5 gentlemen in there are pretty much of my skill, at the very least, if not higher.
Definitely similar.
I've kind of realized that I'm going to need some backup on this. So I let Emma Louise keep talking because she's quite a chatty Cathy. I let her keep talking and walking, and as she does, I turn around and start heading to the back to retrieve Marvadale with her lovely shotgun.
Okay, very well. All right, so you head on back to meet up with Marvadale, and then what happens is, so move you to right here. I'll do that here. We got Inara, her character, and then here we go. Okay, so as you guys are making the transition here, when you head back, you notice that you're not sure where Inara has gone, as she seemed to have disappeared while you were sort of like taking a close look inside. You're not exactly sure what to make of that, as she is technically like on your team as a hired.
She's one of the good guys.
She is definitely one of the good guys.
Damn train.
Yeah, you didn't hear a scream, so I mean, like, one can only assume that she's somewhere, but maybe she did. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and have you. Let's see. Need a d20 plus.
So we're all spread out, man. You're in the vault car. I'm about to be in there. He's in the sleeper car.
Yep.
Trying to get a whole kind of overlay of the map for folks. Then we've got the lounge car wherever shit's going down.
Yeah. Things are definitely a little bit spread out. It's almost as if that rule about never split up the party has not really been followed.
I haven't even joined the party yet.
So anyway, as you are sort of making your way between cars, you sort of hop from one to the other, and landing on the front car, to the right here, you suddenly you hear Emma Louise, who has been sort of talking all along. She sort of goes quiet, and you just turn around, like slightly concerned or wondering what's up, and you see her flying at you in a flying leap over the sort of gap here between the cars, and she lands and puts you sort of in a sort of headlock, as you have the immobile bane applied to you, as you are, which is another way of saying grappled in this case. Mm-hmm. As she is basically, and your first thought is, you see this woman like flying at you, and you think, like, oh, I'll just step aside. Like, oh, this is no big deal. This woman in a dress and sort of Southern Belles, get up or whatever. But then when she gets her arm around you, her grip is like iron. The clamp of her forearm as she tries to put you in a headlock.
My dear lady, control yourself. I am not the marrying kind.
All right, so your turn. What do? You're grappled. Again, that's a 23 to hit your evasion, which I know hits, so that's the reason I say that you're grappled.
That's cool. So now I'm assuming that it's very similar here with the grappling rules. I have to break the grapple before I can do anything else.
You are able to do most stuff, but you can't move. So you're prevented from moving around, but you can.
Gotcha.
You don't have to break the grapple.
Oh, well.
That's optional.
Then
Just like you could shoot somebody at point blank range, like why not?
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to pull out one of the pistols and tuck that sucker right up into her belly and pull the trigger.
All right. We will. I'm going to give you disadvantage because she's trying to be behind you on purpose. So that's her whole plan, is to be behind you so that she can't get shot. So disadvantage 1, and then whatever you have other things that apply in terms of advantage. One thing to remind everybody of as a general open legend thing is that there's a thing. We have a focus action. So if you're not moving or doing anything else, you can do one particular thing with advantage. So that would then just offset the penalty in this case.
Okay. So this would be my surprise pistol focus attack.
Yep.
Okay. And let's see. Plus 2d8 plus 4.
So it's D20 bang bang plus your attribute dice K, however many you're keeping, bang bang. So just as a reminder of the formula.
All right. Well, since this is the first time I've done this, let's go ahead and could you repeat that formula?
Yeah. So what is your? So you have 2d6, right, to attack for your attribute, right?
Yes.
Okay. And so you would normally have. I think you're at 0 because your thing is that you do multiple attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So normally you would have disadvantage, but in this case you have advantage because of the focus, so it offsets. So it's just 2d6. So it would be d20 bang bang plus 2d6 bang bang, and then that's it. But you need /roll in the front for roll 20. Yeah, /roll /r space d20 bang bang plus.
Ran into a Thai restaurant before he decided on the bang bang part of his.
Oh man, you guys think it's painful hearing me say that. Imagine if I said exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
All right. So /r space d20 bang bang
Plus 2d6 bang bang.